Bet.
Conspiracy News 1000 with the legendary JQ.
Den keeper checking in.
You know what I'm saying? He runs his show. He's the one, man. Look, he got the Matrix, Neo shit.
I've been
Fire.
deep in the Matrix lately, man. Oh man, I've been
He,
learning a lot though. Been doing some research.
he was like in the Matrix one. He's been Neo in when the agents come after him. He got called
Running
to the
cubicle
boss
to
room and
cubicle.
everything. Facts. He was called to the boss
Yeah.
room and everything. And I sent you the package. It was me. I'm Morpheus. But yeah, what's going on in the world, man? I just want to say, man, I don't want to see this destruction of the world, man. Like,
Yeah.
regardless of who was right, who was wrong. Like, what's weird about the wars now, cause we lived through the Iraqi war, Afghanistan war.
Yeah.
They all seem one-sided, bro. Like, there's no
Yeah.
like I don't know how
There.
wars were back in the day, but there had to be some sort of fight. Like I just see one guy attacking little things and just a nuclear bomb on you already know what America
Yeah,
did.
cause like we got to be careful to call like everything fake, right? We can't call everything fake. Things are
Facts.
actually going on. But it does look like a lot of recycled footage. And maybe we're just used to this. Maybe we're just desensitized, right? And I will admit that. But what I'm saying here is like, I wouldn't know if this was footage from the 90s or the early 2000s because it just always looks like the same thing.
The
So it's
parachuting
like
thing messes me up.
they're always gonna have the little B stories and side stories and sideshow acts that go along with these kind of things, right? They're gonna have the lady who is still knitting and selling her scarves through all the turmoil. Like there's gonna be all the little
Yeah,
stories that they're gonna sell
one story, a
along with
woman
the
was
war.
feeding the terrorists that I was watching
Yeah,
on.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Come
there's
on.
gonna be a whole bunch of little like side stories that go along with the main attraction, right? And then, like I said, I don't know if this is bombing footage from today, last week, because we're just used to seeing the same thing over and over. And I think sometimes they just kind of go into the stock footage and show us what they want to show us, right? And now we got all kind of like AI
Cause
deepfake stuff
I'm
that they're
not
just showing us.
I'm not saying Israel didn't get attacked, and I'm not saying
Yeah, we're not calling fake. I'm not calling fake on this.
but what I'm gonna say is as a whole, I'm seeing more destruction on the Gaza side. just to be fair,
Yeah.
cause I'm about to show some footage right now, and I showed Dan earlier. He's about to watch it with us. I mean, bro, this shit looks like 3/9/11s, G.
All
More
the
than I
buildings
mean, bro.
toppled and
I
everything,
mean,
right?
I mean, 5 ground zeros,
Yeah, the buildings and all that, everything's flattened.
bro. All right, I'm playing it now. Is there audio? No, it's just
Salam.
somebody singing. It's just somebody singing. I'd rather not hear that. Yo, they leveled that
I see
shit.
it though. I can see it that they got the before and
Damn,
after.
they level. You know what kind of power you need to do that?
Yeah.
That's 20, 30 missiles, bro.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not calling fake.
Damn,
All I'm
bro.
saying is I wouldn't know if this was recent or the past because it's like this always happens. It's like they replay it. It's like we're gonna bomb a bunch of hospitals, we're gonna do this, that happens, and it's like you don't know like what to even think. And what I've noticed recently is there's no clear cut enemy. There used to be like a bad guy and there were like people to point things at. Right now they're just saying no, it's the H word, it's the it's the
The new
the
Taliban.
exactly, you know what I'm saying, it's those people, it's the H words now, you know what I'm saying, it's that group.
And they're
And it's
very
like, but who's
quiet. They're very
but this is what I'm
quiet.
saying. It's like there back in the like back when this was this, remember before like social media was even popping like that. These groups was releasing mixtapes and videos and
That's what
propaganda.
I'm
You know, they
saying. The
got a lot of
beheading
production
videos.
going on. And what I'm saying is that
Now
like
it's very little.
now it's so little that it's almost weird. It's like they're saying that
Very.
the H group attacked, right? But it's like there's no, you get what I mean? There's no enemy. There's no, it's a group. And then you talk to people about it and they're like, yo, they're a small group. Like there's no
That's what I'm
way
saying.
that this little group
It's
could
like a
be
little
going up
gang
against blah, blah,
trying to get.
blah.
It's like a little gang trying to take over blocks. It's not
And
really what
this
they're
is what
trying to
I'm
sell
saying.
you.
It's like there's no clear cut enemy right now.
I'm
And it's
telling you, bro.
very
It's weird.
strange that in this
Very.
age of having so much information,
So
the
true,
like
bro.
there's so like we all we see are the things toppled. We see like the missiles of this, but it's like who's doing this? It's like there's cameras. You got cameras there showing us. Like zoom in. Like who's doing this? Go get them. It's like this shit just
And when you see the tanks, they're going into nothing. I don't see the tanks going into
like I said,
battle,
we
and
not
I don't
calling like
see
I'm
the
not
enemy
calling fake.
coming. Where
We
is the
gotta be. I
enemy?
know we all look,
Where
look,
is
we
the
all over
tanks
the place.
meeting?
This
This
is
is
a
a
very
war.
emotional. I
This
know
is
this
a
is very
war.
emotional.
I
I
don't
know. I
see
just want to
that.
like. I want to just add a little structure real quick. I'm sorry, forgive me, because people are gonna watch this,
Yeah,
and
rest
I
in
know
peace
that
to
we got a
everybody
lot of
that lost their
content.
life.
Straight up, nah, this is for real because it's like, look, we make a lot of content. We talk a lot. A lot of channels have content about this. Why should I be listening to this? Is always the question, right? And it's like, because we're gonna really talk about this from the perspective that a lot of people see things, right? And I just I don't want to call fake on this. All
Not
right,
at all. It's not.
checking in. We here. We doing this topic, but I think we need to kind of come at this at a different tone today. And this is why I'm sorry to invade the video like this, but we want to make something very, very clear.
Gaza
We
got
are
bombed.
not calling fake. This shit is
Gaza's
not
bombed.
fake. But the stories and the directions that they take shit is
Agenda driven.
fabricated.
Yeah.
It's
They
agenda
want to
driven,
steer you.
and it's just strange to see it. And maybe it's because every time you revisit this you're a little older, whatever, but it's like there's no enemy. It's like who are we going after? At least before there used to be the three name enemies to go after and be like, oh,
The
so and
two troops
so.
meeting.
Yeah, but now it's just this group. And everybody's response, yo, the general response is the same thing. And we gotta watch what we say on here. You know what I'm
You know
saying? Because
what's funny?
the
They
guys, listen, the guys in the van, are listening in and shit like this. But you know what I mean? It's like there's no clear cut enemy. It's just stories about stuff, and everybody's opinion is the general same thing. Tell me, yo, leave a like if you heard somebody say this already. I don't think we should be funding people to
Thank
take
you.
people out of their house.
Thank you.
That's what everybody is
And
saying.
everybody's on that
Everybody's
wave.
saying the same thing. And it's like if you can't, and if you say certain shit, you're a this, you're an anti that, and everything. Everybody's opinion is the same. You
No matter
can't
what
take
side.
people out of their home and think that there's not going to be backlash. Oh my
Exactly.
god. Oh my god, you're a fucking terror, you're a terrorist, apologizer, sensitive to the fucking blah blah blah. That's what people are going to say. You're this, you're that, blah blah blah. Yo, nobody thinks it's a good idea to fuck with people where they live and then expect them not to do something. And this shit has been going on forever. And then there's even people. I'm sorry. I have to talk about this here. I have to really say this. There are people that are connected to the people that are there, right? Yo, fuck all this code word shit, Israel, right? I'm sorry. All the fuck all this hobo code bullshit, right? If they gonna take the shit down, they gonna take it down. There are Jews that don't even think Israel should fucking be around. And nobody's saying burn it to Israel. Nobody's saying no anti-Semite shit. So don't fucking
I know.
remix this
Blow
shit
it
the
up.
wrong
Blow
way.
Palestine up.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that online, at least. Haha, I'm joking. Nobody's saying that with the cameras on. No, I'm kidding. But listen, like, there's even Jews that are like, yo, why would you give us a place to go in the middle of all the fucking turmoil? Why would you give us a quote unquote home where all the shit is going on? And there's people that are like, yo, the book that we follow doesn't even say we're supposed to be there, that the fucking Messiah or whoever's gonna come is supposed to bring us home or whatever that shit is. And then, oh my God, you don't know shit. You don't know. How could you be speaking on blah, 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 defending? Listen, this is the shit that I've heard from real authentic fucking Jewish people, that their home is not in some fucking place that America created for them. And like I said, it's a trap. It's a fucking trap. We're gonna make a home for you, and we're gonna put you where everybody fucking hates you. And then we're gonna kick people out of their house, and we're gonna keep them right there to look at you while you and they fucking shit. That's the best way to fucking wipe somebody out. And like I said, there's a lot of anti-Zionist Jews out here too. And all I'm saying is nobody's saying down with Israel. I'm gonna wrap this up. Nobody's saying none of that shit. Don't try to fucking flip my words around. I'm not saying that on camera. But I'm not saying that, all right? I'm joking. Have a fucking sense of humor, right? Jewish people are supposed to be like funny and shit. It's supposed to take like fucked up things and turn them into like stories that you can learn from. And that's what I'm saying here is that nobody thinks it's a fucking good idea to take our tax dollars to kick people out of their home and fund an imaginary stupid ass fucking war. And that's what I think. I think everybody just deserves their own little piece.
What's your thoughts on them? Of course, like we always talk about, everything's connected. This is Israel's 9/11, which blew my mind because it's nothing like 9/11. It's not even like
I mean, it's a kid. I mean, I don't think. I mean,
they
did they
meant
hit
like a
anything like?
surprise.
I mean, I think it's something that's gonna bring us into a war. It's something that's gonna it happened. Used to be up in everybody's shit, and to send them a bunch of fucking money. That's what it turns
On
into.
that note, I'm gonna play that video of the plane, the actual footage of 7-Eleven job application, because me and Den have been, ever since this year, it's 9/11 anniversary, there has been more footage leaking than we ever could have imagined, and that's not by accident. So let's watch this footage and then.
Holy shit!
You talking about
Holy
that
shit!
that fucking fake? You talking about the plane shit?
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, the planes don't look CGI.
Holy
It's
shit!
just the way they hit, it looks off, bro. The way they hit looks fake, bro.
There's just so much footage and things have been just changed up so many
Telling you. So
times. You
you
can't
think
trust none of that.
it's supercomputer AI, right? I'm
There's
telling you.
mad AI videos
I'm
of that day.
telling you.
That shit is.
I
We're gonna be finding stuff
how many
forever.
times have you watched the footage?
Too many times. I've watched. Here's the thing. There's always
When I
something new
see
now.
it, I don't remember it, bro. When I see these new ones, I'm like, yo, this shit don't look the same.
Well, it looks
Every
like AI.
time.
It looks like a little piece of one video I've seen, another piece of another video, and it
It
looks
looks
like they
enhanced
mashed
too.
it up.
Remember the footage used to be worse back in the day? Okay, maybe they digitally enhanced it, but not this good. Not this
Yeah, this
good,
shit is.
bro.
It's a lot of fake footage.
But yeah, man, that like I'm telling you, like this is my 9/11 video, so obviously I want to talk about it. And this, like, there's something I'm telling you after that day that changed the dimensions in the world, and we're still feeling the repercussions of it, whether it be Mandela effect or what you say, retrocausality. But something is off about this fucking world, bro.
We're serving an AI, bro. We're
Telling
serving
you.
ideas and shit
When
that's
I
like not even here.
when I told you before earlier, the machine, I'm gonna do a video on that. There's so many rappers and people in the entertainment world. The machine. That's not by accident. Realized that shit the other day.
All this, yo, it's all a machine. That's really what I'm starting to think, man. It's like all these things go back to a machine, and everybody trusts the machine to give them the answer. That's what all this is, man. Money, all this stuff is all living inside of a computer, man.
It's crazy. Can you imagine that?
It's crazy.
It was probably the one that made 7-Eleven happen. Honestly, how crazy I think.
Could be. They could have been running some type of simulation that would have been like, yo, how give us what we need in order to go to war and whatever, and that shit just ran a simulation and said, well, this is what it's gonna take, and boom, and it did that.
Crazy, bro. I would believe that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like as far as like the correlation, the 9/11 and the new 9/11, I feel like The buildings, even that footage of the building like crumbling, that shit brought me back to that day, bro. In the Gaza
Yeah,
Strip,
but
it
this is what I'm
looked
saying. I
like the
think
nine
it's
eleven tower coming down.
it just looks like I said, it's that's just normal now though. That's just that's what
Yo,
you expect now.
you hit it right on the
So that's
head.
the thing. It's like that's the thing. It's like I'm kind of not phased by it because
Crazy.
it's like this is just how it goes.
Like that day the Twin Towers fell, we were, oh my, as a society in a world, we were, now it's like another rapper dying last week.
And
This
now,
week,
because if something
it's
happens too, and next
crazy.
time something happens, God forbid, everybody's gonna be sitting there waiting for it to fall. Like people are fucking crazy.
Bro, the something's gotta give, man. Something's gotta give, man. I hope we don't end up in World War III. That's all I hope.
I mean, we don't have like solid leadership right now. We don't really have solid leadership right now. So it's like we really are just relying on computers and things to really run things and for the answers to come back from the computer.
They definitely gonna make the grid go down, man. You see how they're like, yeah, we're gonna cut off the water. We're not giving them anything until they, like, what?
Yo,
That's crazy.
it's
That
like this
scares
like
me because
all
it's
that
like,
fighting is
yo,
crazy.
they could do that to us. That just said, damn, that could be done to me. That's what it put in my head, at least.
Of course.
It's crazy. You can't even escape it, bro. You cannot. It's like the Truman Show. You can't drive somewhere. You can't even go to Hawaii no more. Look what happened. That was another indication. You want to be
Yeah.
off the grid or in paradise? You can't even do
There's
that.
no such thing as off the grid.
No such thing, bro. You could
No
do
such
it.
thing.
Look at Ted Kaczynski.
If you want to go live in the woods and be free, you need like $30 million.
Why you say that?
How are you gonna buy a property? They
That's
fucking own
facts.
everything. How do you buy
That's
land?
true,
And if you buy land that don't got no pipes or nothing in, and you build your own shit, you know how much that shit's gonna cost. You know what kind of. You still gotta buy permits. You still gotta pay taxes. You
bro. We're
still
not
gotta pay
free.
taxes
We're not
when you go
free.
to Home Depot and buy the fucking paint for that house. You're gonna pay tax on that paint. Like there's no escaping this shit. And who you gonna buy that shit from? A fucking real estate agent motherfucker. Like you're not. There's no such thing as being
Yo,
off the grid.
real estate agent, like the Matrix. Oh shit,
That's what
we
I'm
killing
saying.
shit right now, bro.
Like there's no escaping this shit.
Oh
It's like, come on,
shit.
this shit is all theirs.
Yo, that's why I hate when Jay-Z be like, yeah, go buy the block. Like,
Come on,
go buy back the
come on.
block. Y'all don't do nothing.
There's just so many weird things in the way that things work, and even on a social scale. And when you think about how society actually runs, do you want to really own a store downstairs from your apartment? You want to live apart from where you live. And if you have a
Facts.
certain like I wouldn't want to like live downstairs from a bodega that I run. It's like that's my place of business. I wouldn't want the people and my neighbors to have to like be patrons of mine and I'm selling them products and the profits that I make me live right next to them and basically they're like enslaved to me because we're enslaved to the supermarket. So it's like I'd rather that thing somewhat be a separate entity. I wouldn't. So if I owned a store, that shit's gonna be all the way on the other side of town. So this is what I mean, these stupid ass fucking advice that we get from these fucking idiots that are rich. It's like they really don't have advice. Again, there's too many social implications of things that we get sold. It just doesn't make sense.
Yo, what makes me upset the most is that like even at a temperature of the world where we're like love everybody, there's still war. So what my whole thought process of what's happening, people realize divide and conquer, control. That's it.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer, control. Both sides are funding this war, bro. One person is funding both sides. My bad.
All right.
And you know what's funny? They always get weapons left over from the United States into some country. I don't know where the H. They
Oh, the
got
shit.
they got their guns
It's the
from Russia that got it
international.
from United States, and it's crazy, bro.
It's an international it sounds stupid. It's like when I talk about this shit, it's like I feel like I'm talking about conspiracy. Like, no, this is how this works. It's like
That's the
they
crazy part.
make weapons, and these weapons get sold to people that have the money to buy them. And then military things happen where we go in and we arm people and help them defend themselves, and then eventually they become the fucking enemy.
Exact.
It's just like this shit is just like so ridiculous at this point. It's like
It's a
what
merry-go-round, bro. It's a merry-go-round. Even this conflict is a merry-go-round. What do they say why we learn history? This is why I don't fucking trust history books. So we learn from the past and not make mistakes again. Um what? Nah, bro. Propaganda, man, bro. Every country's textbook is written for them to look good, bro. This ideology of the whole world is just government controlled, bro.
yeah,
Crazy, bro. And,
that's
and,
really all it is.
and
It's sad to see. It's sad and it's upsetting. It's like I've really have kind of like upset about this shit because it's like you know that it's just going to lead to like draining more money out of this country, more fear, more possibility of some shit happening. There's a lot of people in a lot of places, like even in like England and the UK, like there's a lot of cultural diversity and a lot of
I
different
love
people,
it.
and there's like radical people out there too. It's like there's a lot of shit that happens because of these things or because of the way
Exactly.
we handle things. And then it's like this shit echoes into 12 years from now, somebody doing some shit. It's like,
And that's really
I
what
don't
they
know,
hope
man.
for. If they can create the next whatever to make us fear, and we out after this. Like, I'm just going to say this. And as far as like 9/11, who was the poster child for 9/11? We already know. So they always got to create this boogeyman. If not, there literally will be one. And that's what they really
Yeah.
want anyway. They want to create the next thing.
Yeah.
Whether it be the universe creating it or them creating it. They want that.
Yeah, man.
Yo, my brother, thank you, man. This was a
Yo, for sure. This was a serious one. You
conspiracy
know what I'm
news,
saying?
man.
For sure. Special report.
Robotics changing 9/11 footage. The conflict in the Middle East, nothing's changing, and we gotta focus on our spirituality and lifting our energy to a higher place.
Real talk.
My brother, we out.
Yo,
Peace.
later.
Then keep her checking out.